I am not in the light. So, what do I want to do about it? Right there. I want to move you over here so that hopefully we can not bounce around too much during the stream. That's a little better. I still look a little ghost-like, but yeah, I still look a little ghost-like. Let me try to turn the overhead light on. I have a just a bedroom light on instead of a ring light. Hey Az, hey Evie, hey Evie. I go by Anna on this channel, just so you know. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing better than I thought. I think not seeing signs of this transition is better for me. Hello, hello. Boom person? Book person. I was like a boom guy, like boom mic, you know. How you doing, funny? Sorry about your stream the other day. I got a phone call in the middle of you talking to me, so I don't know what you said about the last comment I left. Sorry. Boom person. That's what it was. Do I have this lighting is weird. I just gotta roll with it. Good, I'm glad you're doing well. Excellent. I think I need to cull more books. Well, I do need to cull more books, but I think I'm gonna go through more of this stuff today. Otherwise, I don't have any packages still, but it's early in January. I'm still signing up for them. So, yeah, we do. You gotta come see the snakes again. Still haven't gotten the little guy to eat. But it's only been like 2 weeks since he was supposed to eat, so it should be okay. Yeah, Carrot is eating like crazy. I'm really enjoying that snakes. Corn snakes are so easy. Oh, the timestamps. I gotta, yeah, that's what the 00 timestamp is gonna be. I need to set up the laptop somehow so I can write down the quotes, but I can't put you on top of the laptop, and I can't put the laptop where you are. What do I do? What's a girl to do? But I do need to get this out. Maybe I can do both? Oof. I don't know. Evie, this might be your first one that you've joined us for, but I do like to jot down funny quotes and private jokes from each stream. Hey, Radar. Hi, hello, hi. Are you gonna be spammy or are you like for real? Have you been here before, Radar? People change their names all the time, and then I don't know who you are anymore. I'm sorry. Whoa, we just got a YouTube boost. Okay. Hello, YouTube. I got 21 people here right now. Hi, Ryan. I wonder if you're the Ryan I know or you're a different Ryan. Hey, Cujo, how's it going? I've been okay. Yeah, spammy because it was like, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello. But it settled down. So we're all right. Yeah, hey, Indom. Oh, that's right. Indom reminds me. I didn't see your first comment. Radar hasn't been here before. Yeah, but it could be somebody else. It's okay. It's okay, Radar. I usually give people a couple chances depending on what it is. So no worries. Not a problem. Yeah, I forgot. And then I forgot to say, Indom taught me how to check. I guess, does it still say you've been here before if it's like a name change and not your first stream? I don't know. But thank you for checking. You're sick. Oh no, weren't you just sick? I am doing okay. As long as my life doesn't remind me of like the transitioning going on right now, like I'm handling it. It just kind of feels like, I don't know, someone hasn't come home from work or something. Like it doesn't feel like I'm actually doing this on my own. Ryan's sick too. Oh no. Everybody's sick over here in the US. When did you upload it, Indom? Because I think I saw it. Do I support LGBTQ? Yes, absolutely. You weren't sick before? Oh, what you're... Hey, we've got another Evie in the chat. Yes, I support LGBTQ rights and relationships and everything that goes along with it. Life feels like a boom that's being written, except I haven't written down the boom yet. I'm trying to figure out where the heck to put my laptop because you were right at a good spot for my laptop. But I can't like get my hands in under there. But I don't want to like bend down to do the quotes. I think I might just have to for now until I can figure this out. Let's see. It is the 18th, 26. Your name looks like it's Evie. Hold on. I gotta get over to the chat because now it's going faster and I can't keep up. Oh crap. I accidentally signed out, so now I've gotta like sign back in as myself. Hold on. There might be a problem in the chat. Are we still here? Oh my gosh. Okay. Jeez, my computer's freaking out. I'm sorry. I'll be right there. Okay, well then sign me in. Ah, I can't get to my own chat. This is embarrassing. I don't know what's happening in the chat. I don't know, Indom, but I think the YouTube boost just finally worked again. All right, I'm gonna skip this because I just want to freaking sign in and get to my own stream, please. Please. What is happening? Why did I sign in as a different person? This is real great YouTube conversation right now. I'm gonna, okay, here I am. I am gonna catch up, I promise. OMG. It just had me signed in. Why won't it let me? I'm sorry. It used to boost it, but the last two streams I haven't gotten any like new subscribers and stuff. Why can't I just switch? Come on. Okay. It might act wonky for a while. If I get disconnected, no, I want to go to the other one. Oh, I see what happens. Okay. I'm almost there. Almost there. It's just gonna be weird. Whew. Okay. Thank you, Indom. I thought I saw something happening, but then I couldn't check it because I got off track. So thank you if you got rid of a problem. Okay. I gotta go all the way back to the, okay, hello, boom person. I'm just gonna put boom person as the quote. All right, I don't have to go back quite that far. People are sick and that sucks. Yes, life feels like a boom that's being written. I read it again and I I realized what you were trying to say. You weren't good mentally earlier. No, that's not what I was thinking of, but yeah, I'm sorry about that too. How is that feeling lately? Boom boom. I see your name as Sahala, but I can call you Evie. Yeah, by the way, nice books, Ryan. Oh, you just uploaded before you joined the stream. Okay, I'll have to watch it later. Your autocorrects are making it weird, but that's part of the fun. It's Evie that rhymes with heavy, so Evie. Okay, that'll be good in case the other Evie is still here, and then we can wow, it's gonna be a spacey day, I think. Your notification may have been late, Indom, because like YouTube's been acting crazy. Funny you said it boosts it in the first 35 seconds. For me, it's usually like about 3 minutes. The dude was asking for my number. Yeah, thank you for blocking him. Yes, Indom for the win. Ryan, you're gonna be next. When typos become quotes. Oh, that's always the way, isn't it? Hi, Militant. I'm about to go through some books over here, but right now we're just kind of chatting. Hi, Simon. And hey, Dexter, you're back again. Love that screen name. Yes, I'm American. Somebody wants to be a book covered in dust. That's an interesting choice. Hey, Dixie. Yes, books. I know. I gotta go back to them. I gotta get going on them. I'm just gonna go through and get rid of stuff. I've gotten rid of a whole box, but you guys know lately I've pulled in like 3 boxes, but I'm working on it. I'm trying. You lost 7 pounds. Congratulations so far in January. Well, you weigh way less than I do. I wish I was that weight, but that's amazing. Everybody go follow Funny and Insightful because he's been trying to walk 10,000 steps a day to lose weight and he streams often. So go have conversations with him. It's always fun. Dixie asked, did I rob a library? Yes. Congrats. Oh, Funny and Insightful. Looking at the acronym like, what's that? Indom says for the win. Yay, thank you. You timed him out his warning. Perfect. Banned. 700 subs achieved. Yeah, everybody go follow everybody else in the chat, especially if they're a mod or as or funny or people I haven't mentioned that we know well. Where we go, what? I don't know. I weigh a lot. I try to like hide it on camera. Although, I mean, I'm fully in the shot for a lot of the outdoor stuff, so I don't know. I definitely weigh more than I should. Yet again, this stream is sponsored by Indom Edits. Is it Indom Edits or Indom Gaming or Games? The other channel, you're always switching. And maybe that's why I didn't see it on this channel. Of course, I haven't been around most of today yet, anyway. Cujo's gonna be right back, okay. That doesn't sound like an aunt's his name? I don't know if you're being serious or not, Nick, but and I don't know why you have to describe her as having a syndrome, but yeah. Yeah, and that's a good point there. Slow tie, is that what it says? A book that changed my life. Oh my gosh, so many. Nonfiction. There's this book called Furiously Happy that's about having mental illness and it's hilarious somehow. There's a philosophy book called Think on These Things by J. Krishnamurti that has changed my life. And fiction-wise, there's so many choices. Probably Lord of the Rings, because I got super obsessed with that whole like world. But that was more for enjoyment than like how I live my life necessarily. There's probably a ton. Jane Eyre is my favorite classic. Like that came to me right at the right time. I'm not sure what's going on. Hey, plant. it's wait, you're Mikau, right? Or am I confusing things? Or are you Mikau's wife? Suggest books on female psychology. I mean, Furiously Happy counts. I know it's backwards for you guys. I'm just gonna leave this book out because I'm probably gonna recommend it like 18 more times. But I mean, she is talking about mental illness in here. I mean, I don't read many books that are like specifically for women. Like I feel like it can be for whoever. Oh, we're getting some good questions in here. Hold on. I'm missing them. Hold on. I love this though. I know Funny responded about the amp shout out thing. I'm not sure what's going on there, but is Kafka good for beginners? No. But define beginners. Like beginners for like weird symbolism or beginners as in like teenagers. Because there's definitely some weird stuff going on. I've really only read The Metamorphosis by Kafka, but he's not known for being easy to read. As far as I know. Wait, Fly, why is your eyes purple? Because I felt like doing purple and yellow, and I did it the other day, and I really liked it. And then I chose these ridiculously large, hilariously sized earrings because I hadn't worn them yet. Surprise, surprise. I got them as a joke, and then I hadn't worn them yet because they're ridiculously sized. And then, yeah, now we're here. Okay, I gotta pull this back up again a little bit so I can get to a good stopping point and then start bringing some books up. Did I ever read Prozac Nation? No, but I have it. So I got it thinking I would, you know, I liked it for a reason, so I just can't say for sure. What's going on now? Okay, hold on. Mikau's wife. Okay, I thought so. Oh, hold on. Kafka, the political guy. Is it politics or is it more like, I don't know, not philosophy really? Whoa, my computer is not wanting to behave itself. I have not seen or read The Outsiders. You're reading the new Dan Brown one. Okay, no spoilers, but the ending pissed me off. It was so good, and then the ending made me angry. I am way behind on the chat. Okay, hold on. What the frick? My computer. Hi, Tofisk. That sounds really weird saying it. Radar. Radar is back, but I'm not sure we have to. Yes, thank you. One more chance. You like men? Is that okay? Of course it is. Yeah, you don't have to like keep asking. I don't know what you call bristles, but that's okay. Hey, Mike. Mike is making stuff, is in the house. I was accidentally on his channel again, but only watch it if you're over 18. Gives a little while. Cujo says Kafka is a hard read and he couldn't do it. Or she, not he, because you're Matthew, right? If I'm ever wrong, please just tell me. Yes, you're allowed to like men. I really don't care. Whoa, what happens? I missed it. I think Radar's kind of lost his chance again. Because it's not staying, like, asking once or twice or even 3 times is fine, but, like, you're spamming. I'm not okay with it. Kafka is a dry read for me. Yeah, I dry as in no alcohol or dry as in boring? Because it's rough. It's rough. Oh gosh. Hi, Tough. I don't know if you're gonna stay. We got our mods working overtime today. Can I play an instrument? Yes. Were you here asking me before for it? No. Somebody was asking me about that earlier. Monster needs to go too. Hi, Soko. Was scrolling and found you. Well, welcome to the chat. Jixer? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm about to go through these books back here and get rid of some, but I've got all three. I've got 3 mods in the chat right now, just in case one of you wasn't here. I picked up a couple more. Yes, there's a lot of books, John. How many times is Radar going to come back? My goodness. All right, get rid of Monster, somebody, and like ban. It's fine if you guys are like running over each other with, not running over each other, but like bumping into each other with it. Soko, we're not going to flirt here, but thank you for the compliment. Hi, Jessica. Wow, there's lots of different people. I love this. You call Mikhail Bristles? I don't want to know. I don't want to know why. Okay. What is my profession? I work in an office right now, but I used to be an animal trainer, so I still train animals on the side. Yeah, there's a couple guys getting annoying and people being weird. Yeah. A song suggestion for you while reading. Suzume by the Japanese rock band Radwimps. I'm going to have to write that down because there's no way I'm going to remember that. And then I need to get into actual book content. Mike is cooking. Or are you talking about he's taking care of spammers? Yes, thank you. Got all you guys on my side. You know how it is here. Okay. Music. Suzume. I hope I'm saying that right. Sorry if it's bouncing. By Radwimps. Okay. It's a funny and sweet story, I promise. Oh, the bristles part? Okay. Earrings are nice, thank you. No, I didn't think you were flirting. Hammer. Mike the Hammer. Mike the Hammer is making stuff. Thank you. You guys have your work cut out for you today. Yeah, the earrings are ridiculously large, at least for me. But I think people have worn bigger ones, but that's what she said. No, just forget I said that. Okay. I think some people see a woman on here and instantly start with the intention of being derogatory. Yeah. And not necessarily derogatory, but just like flirtatious. And then it's like, did that ever work? Like, did it work? Are they married? My cat wants to say hello. My cat has entered the chat. Somebody commented, and I can't read the letters because I think they're Cyrillic. Jessica's laughing. I can't read what you wrote. Whoa, Mike, where'd you come up with that? Do you speak Russian? What does it say? All I know is like privyet and a couple random other words. Whoa, Russian in the chat. Google Translate. I don't trust that. Busted. Come here, kitty. Hi. Hi. Come here. And say hello, because you're not gonna stop. I can't I still can't read it. I'm sorry, but maybe Mike can translate it. Caught in 8K. Is that what you're watching this on? My gosh, I have like a tiny little phone screen and a crappy laptop screen. Aww. He's been very demanding the past few days, but he's worth it. You see his little baby blue eyes? Yeah, his little cross-eyed blue eyes. Boom, boom, boom. What's going on? Hi, Maliha? Oh, it's a meme? Okay. All right, I'm going to put him down, and let me at least get books in my hand. I really need to go through the tall paperbacks because all of these need to fit over here. And it's not going to happen. So I did move some of what was over here. But I've still got to go through this stuff. This is not in that group, but I already know I'm going to get rid of Jack London's The Sea Wolf. I just have no interest in reading it. I got it because it was pretty and it had an animal in the cover, and it's Jack London, but I don't need it. So, one down. Yes. Okay. Italian. Do you speak Italian then? Plant. A very beautiful cat. Thank you. Kitty. Such a cute cat. Tell it I say hi. Yes. Hi, cute cat. Everybody loves you. His name is Chibret, and he says he doesn't know much English, but he's learning. That's fine. You probably know more English than I know Russian. Be honest, Mike. Did you Google Translate that, or do you speak Russian? Or read Russian too. That's like another thing entirely. Hi, Cooper. Guess how many polls you have scheduled to release tomorrow? 6 or 7? If I had to listen to a song for my whole life, what would it be? Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 3. It's 40 minutes, and I've already spent a lot of my life just listening to it over and over and over again. You've been practicing. Bristles Greek. I think I might have known that, but good to know. She's awesome and really patient. Aww. I know, bro, it's 2026. I don't necessarily trust it for an entirely different alphabet. Cool. So we've got some bilingual people here, and that's amazing. Okay. I just grabbed that one because I knew I wanted to get rid of it. I guess I kind of have to go in order, right? Because, like, if I go out of order, I'm going to forget. You can tell us why Bristles is called Bristles as long as it's appropriate for kids, because we've got a lot here. 16! I'm assuming about, like, Jurassic Park stuff or Jurassic Blocky stuff, but tell us what they're about. Maybe we can do a poll in the chat while you're here. That's a lot of polls. Why are there so many? Is there something coming out? I'm fine with Mike being here by himself. As mod? Yeah, that's fine. Any of you guys who are mod. And probably some of you who aren't mod yet, but will be. Yeah, go ahead, Indom, it's fine. You're going to lose your number 1, though. Yeah, I have Mike and Cujo's around too, I think. It's about your next edit. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you seem to get a lot of editing done while we're chatting, so I have no problem being your inspiration to do work for your channel, because that's what I'm literally doing right now. Okay, Alice's Adventures Underground. I don't know where this fits into the Alice in Wonderland stories, but I will never get rid of Alice in Wonderland stuff. I have multiple versions. Where the hell am I going to put the ones? Okay. I need to calm down. There might be a little adult juice in here. Mike, by the way, how much do you remember about the last stream? You were gifted a few, God, I can't talk. Robert Ludlum books this morning. That's like thriller stuff, right? Or am I thinking of the wrong Robert? Bird Box by Josh Mallerman. It was a movie recently. It's so good. It's so good. The book is so good. It's the only, it might not be the only one that's out there, but it's one of the only books I've read where you never know what the bad guy looks like or the bad monster that they're fighting looks like. It's so good. I want to read more by that author. All right, bye, and we'll see you a little later. About half of it? Oh, about half of the stream. Yeah, I was on there pretty early, but I was on there for like an hour and a half or something. It always goes longer than I think I'm gonna go. So 8 years back, the start of the relationship, Mikhail was peacefully making some randomness, and while I was brushing my hairbrush broke. He ate a bristle for no reason. Is he okay with you sharing this story? Mike was woohoo on the stream just a bit. I didn't see you consuming much. So I don't know how that was happening, but you got progressively more woohoo as you went along. Speaking of Alice in Wonderland, Alan Moore's Lost Girls, have I read it? No, but that sounds very familiar, and shame on me, I don't have Goodreads up on my computer yet. This better let me, it's not gonna let me log into it. Hold on, I gotta put these books down. I know most of those I'm not getting rid of anyway, but okay, I need to like go side by side here, I think. But no, then I can't see the chat as well. This is really annoying. It like, instead of letting me sign into YouTube, it made me change my whole profile of my browser, and that's really annoying. All right, I'm gonna have to just not look at myself. Oh, that Robert Ludlum. Yes. I started the Firstborn Identity. I think it's just called the Born Identity. Yeah, it's right over there. And I really, really liked it. I just never finished it. Alan Moore's Lost Girls. I feel like, no, it's not on my list so far. Sorry, I'm like all up in your faces. Oh, hello. Well. Yikes. Comic book erotica, otherwise known as something I can't say on YouTube. Sorry, Cujo. Not knocking you for mentioning that, but I don't know if I could get away with that. Hold on. That is not what I thought it was. Plant was panicking. He passed out on you, then made you a new hairbrush. It's hanging on your wall. You were laughing so hard after he found out he was like, how did he pass out? David says a lot of big words. How has pseudoscientific language historically been used to pathologize difference at the molecular or cognitive level, and what does this reveal about society's fear of non-normative identities? I'd have to read that a few more times before I can follow what you're thinking, but that sounds like something funny and insightful used to bring to the chat, so maybe he can answer you. But not I didn't see what you said, it's okay. Oh, now he makes candy brushes and eats the bristles. Is that why he ate it to begin with? Seems like it's up my alley. Yeah, probably, but I don't know. It's one thing to read it, and it's another to like be watching it. I mean, graphic novels or reading, but I don't know. Maybe it's not what it sounds like it's gonna be. smut. Yep. Well, not necessarily. Okay, so there's romance where it's like they fall in love. Then there's like spice where they fall in love and it describes what two people do when they love each other very much, specifically after they're married, usually. And then there's smut, which is just like, there's no reason for them to be doing this, but they are, and it's entertaining. So why not? It's a smut recommendation. Got it. I am way going out of order. Can you request a song? I am not going to sing. The bristles literally got, how big were those bristles? In a brush that got stuck in his airway? Even Xavier's like, what? He's telling me I'm getting too loud. Sorry. We were talking about smut because somebody tried to low-key recommend a book that is smut that I have been known to read from time to time. And then I called them out, and now we're talking about it as a group, and I don't know if that's what they intended to have happen about that. Am I at the bottom? I think I'm at the bottom. Okay, almost. Oh, he was trying to be funny. Yeah, guys do that. David really wants to provoke a pointed debate and is trying to be eloquent to do it, which I think is a very eloquent way of saying we don't care about that right now. I would, and I have tried to figure those kinds of comments out, but it's from the Watchmen author. I do see that over there, and V for Vendetta, which I do have, but maybe I don't know what's in it. It sounds like we were getting the talk. We have literal 10-year-olds pop up on this channel regularly, so I have to be careful. I have to be careful, but I'm glad I know that they're here, and I'm glad they feel safe here. Oh gosh, what did that person say now? Not always. Sometimes when you speak sophisticated like that, it's usually for attention. Sometimes people are just trying to spark like good conversation and or like see if, I mean, I'm sitting here with thousands of books. I should be able to form an intelligent sentence, you'd think. Derogatory nonsense. Okay. Thank you. Troll. All right. I got my crew on it, man. All right, this one was recommended to me, The Blossom and the Firefly. Good. Anyway, going back on topic, because I'd at least like to get through one little like section of this bookshelf. It's got to be World War II stuff because it's got a Japanese Zero plane, which I love, like fighter jets and stuff, and I know a little bit about the Japanese Zeros. Yeah, this is fiction though. I think somebody recommended this to me, but it seems up my alley, so I'm just gonna hold on to it. This is Board of the Rings. It's this Harvard Lampoon? Yeah, it's a Harvard Lampoon version of Lord of the Rings. I got one of these. I have not read Twilight. That was a little after my era of book reading. I totally understand why teenagers were drawn to it. But I read the Twilight version of one of these, the like spoof version. So funny. It's so funny. I have Star Wars ones too somewhere. This, I spent a year or two trying to help a friend of mine remember this book. And we finally found it, and I'm keeping it. Bridge to Terabithia, I read, and I feel like it was extremely sad. I don't remember anything about it, though, but it's basically young adult, like, classic literature at this point. So I feel like it should be in the collection. Same with this, Cry the Beloved Country. I could not tell you what this is about. I know it's been a movie. Finally, I hit the South Africa writer. I spent a whole stream trying to find a nonfiction memoir, obviously, a South African writer. And here's the South African writer. I don't think that's what I was thinking of, but whatever. And then this is James Joyce, The Dubliners. I mean, it's a classic. It's James Joyce. I'll probably never read it. James Joyce is one of the most difficult authors to read that I've encountered so far, but worth it. If you can decipher it, worth it. You're glad you just said the talk. They can ask their parents about it. Warning, don't ask about it. No, there's no going back. But if you're going to have somebody, ask a trusted adult. Do you read any of them gay books, just like two gay people falling in love? Yes, I do. If you watch and I hate to do this, but if you watch the 58 book tier ranking from last year, there's romance, MMF romance, MMMF romance, which was interesting. And there's a couple FF romances as well. And some LGBTQ stuff where, well, whatever goes. Like non-binary is what I was trying to find. Does Heartstopper count? I don't know what that is. Didn't read it, but your friend and I were talking about it because he's writing a horror novel called The Heartstopper. Oh, got it. You also got another one, the Lincoln Douglas debates. You were talking about this AI video in a good way about Marcus Aurelius and Machiavelli. I didn't look it up or anything yet, but you seem to like the debate stuff. I should slide? Huh? Who's sliding? Yeah. And hello, Miss Robin Buckley. I haven't said a proper hello yet to you. All right, now I have a stack of books over here. So I'm going to bring my laptop up here on a stack of books, which kind of describes my whole life, she said very over dramatically. All right, this is going to fall and I'm going to get water everywhere. And when it happens, I want you to say, called it, because I'm doing this anyway, even though it's a horrible idea. Okay, I gotta, see this little, no you can't. I gotta finish this many. All right, if I can at least get through this one little square. Give you the books. Here. We can't talk about this one though. If you know, you know. Tell me if you know. But we can't talk about this one. I haven't read it yet. It's staying. This is, it's called Flight. Slide is and give them to you. Okay, gotcha. Sherman Alexie is a Native American author. Or am I supposed to say indigenous now? Sorry. I will always read him. It almost doesn't matter what he's writing about. I love his writing. It's so addictive. I don't know what it is about it, but I read, he's got a YA novel called The Part-Time Diary of a Full-Time Indian. That's the word he uses. It was YA and funny. And then I read one called War Dances, and I cannot remember what it was about, but I remember really liking it. Yes, Machiavelli and Marcus Aurelius is amazing. And you should explain, I had a strongly poured cocktail prior to the stream. Gotcha. And you reached for your bourbon. You grabbed 90 proof. Holy crap. It seemed to sneak up on you. Yakuja says 90 proof. Handmaid's Tale, I'm not getting rid of. I might not read it again. When I read the second one, I wanted to reread it. It was, hi baby. Can you not get up there? We have a little ottoman for the cat to get up and down off the bed, and you guys are on it right now. Do you want to get down? Is that what you're telling me? Let me see if he wants to get down real quick. That's not fair, is it? I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think he wanted to get down. Oh, let me open the door for you too, even though you can open them on your own. Okay. You guys stole his seat. Rude. You poured it as if you had weaker stuff. Oh my gosh. You need to label things better. Okay. Heart of the Dog. This was recommended as a weird book from podcaster that I used to listen to. Yeah, I think it just sounds bizarre. I just read it and I couldn't even tell you what it was about. This is the libretto for HMS Pinafore, which is it a musical or an opera? Gilbert and Sullivan, so it's a musical. Okay, speaking of inappropriate words, I've never read Indian in the Cupboard. I have only seen parts of that older movie. I don't think it's gonna hold up to modern language, which, you know, it is what it is, right? It was written when it was written. I just kind of want to see, because if it's fine, then I can like enjoy it or recommend it. Might not take me long to like realize I don't want to be reading that, but you know. You're stuck. Why are you stuck, plant? Here, boop. Now you're not stuck anymore. You have a large liquor cabinet and you simply grabbed one too far right. You're sure it was hijinks? Oh, geez. It doesn't age well? Huh? What doesn't age well? Oh, that book? Yeah. Hey, Philip. Oh, Philip's been very sick too. I'm sorry. Indian in the Cupboard. Yeah, I realized right after you said it because I immediately forget what I say. All right, so you say also it doesn't age well. I've been pulling books that I'm like, I want to read that right away. And I literally have like 7 of them on the other side of the bed, like waiting to be read. I'm probably not, like, I guess it's my like short-term TBR. Like, should I just try this and like probably will immediately realize I don't want to be reading it? Or should I just leave it to sit there until the next declutter? You fell through the floor. Happy to see you too, Philip. Please explain, plant. I'm not going to hold that up anymore. When you said that, I thought of the old Jumanji movie where Robin Williams like melts into the floor. This is Jeffrey Eugenides' The Marriage Plot. Speaking of LGBTQ books, whoever asked me that before, he wrote a book called Middlesex, which is about someone who is intersex, where they are born with pieces of both sets of genitalia. So which gender are you then, right? So like it is a fictional story, but their parents picked a gender for them, and as they developed, they realized they were more comfortable as the opposite gender, and it's kind of their story. The only thing I have an issue with it is that it was kind of hard to follow, and they don't directly blame it on, I don't want to say the I word, but it was like a cousin to, was it a cousin to cousin, or was it more than that? It sort of hints that the reason that they were born intersex was genetic, and it's not. Like, that's not how the way that it explains it, I don't agree with, but it was worth it, and it really taught me that, like, love is love. It doesn't matter what gender you are. So there you go. How am I doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm distracted, and I'm streaming again. I couldn't because I was out of town last week and I got home late. But I'm doing okay. Yeah. Thank you. How are you doing? Banjos. No Country for Old Men. This is the one that I thought was another book last time, but I haven't read it yet. Cormac McCarthy, I've heard, is a love-hate author, so let me know if you love or hate him. I read The Road by him and absolutely loved it. Prince and the Pauper, Mark Twain, Not Going Anywhere. And this one, I think, yeah, it's a murder mystery where Siamese twins are the suspect. Siamese twins is not the right word for it. Conjoined twins, okay. Before veteran detective Salazar can retire, he's determined to solve a recent spate of murders of Las Vegas homeless. On Halloween, he encounters a pair of conjoined twins waiting in Lake Mead and is sure he has apprehended the killers. What? What? I know I have a Siamese cat, so I still say that word a lot, but conjoined twins is I couldn't think of the other word, I'm sorry. So I apologize for that. But yeah, the murder suspects are conjoined twins. How do you even... This is called The Secret History of Las Vegas. It might suck, but the premise was so interesting that I wanted to keep it. And there you go. I have not gotten rid of anything from that particular box. Conjoined cat. That's the next quote. That's the next quote. Oh my gosh. Conjoined. I love it. Love it. Love it. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. Your house is so old, you need to change the old wood floor. Your weight was too much and the floor collapsed under you. Your foot is now stuck. Why are you sitting here typing to us? You squeaked really loud. I think it woke Bristles up. Tie cat. So you're literally typing to us from the floor. You are stuck in the floor. That's going to be the other quote. You are stuck in the floor typing to us. Typing to us, question mark. Conjoined cat. Oh my god. Exactly. Mike's like, if one of the conjoined twins commits the murder, like, do you sentence both? I guess you kind of have to if they're stuck together. There's actually a pair of conjoined twins on YouTube that I follow. Their names are Carmen and Lupita. I think that's the name of their channel as well. They're so spunky and like interesting in conversation, and the one was dating and the other one wasn't, but clearly they have to both be there. So like, I don't know. It's interesting. Because you can't get caught. You should be asleep, and yes, you're on the floor stuck. Do you want us to call someone? I think getting stuck in the floor, emphasis on stuck, is when you call your husband. I think it's okay if you call someone to help you if you are stuck in the floor. God Polariska, but I don't know how to say that, but you're working on a novel and it's more like Game of Thrones and some Indian mythology gods. Oh, I want to read that. Tell us what it's called. Oh, you said you're working on it, so it might be a working title. Plant is conjoined with a... She's conjoined with the floor. Mike says that's a new spin on whose hand is that? I think they have 4 hands, or do they have 3 hands? I don't even remember. But yeah, I mean, they don't have to talk about it publicly. That's their business, but I'm just kind of like, huh. All right. Call someone, have them bring butter. That's what they... Did they do that in one of the Home Alone movies? They, like, somebody put their head through the banister and they covered it with butter. I don't know. I think there's other options. If Bristles finds out, I will be in trouble. You're sick and supposed to be sleeping, not cleaning. You want to clean. Well, you have a hole in the floor that you want him to clean anymore, I guess. I think you need to wake him up. I think it's a justifiable wake up. You are stuck in the floor. The Womb is the title for now. Are you on Goodreads as an author? Well, no, I don't want you to say your real name if you're not comfortable with that. But we can follow you on Goodreads. Exactly, Mike. I have questions. I have so many questions. And I don't... So they're conjoined. They're literally joined at the hip. They have 2 legs and then 2 people on the top. I believe, or do they have 3 legs? Let me look them up. Shout out to Carmen and Lupita. Because they're amazing. They really, really are. Connected at the torso. who share some organs but have separate hearts, minds, and goals, defying medical expectations by living full lives, including Carmen's marriage. 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 You know, you know. Lupita identifies as asexual, aromantic. Wow. Yeah, I mean, they have a channel. They have a channel. Go check them out. Oh, there I am. Hold on. But I think the general consensus is I have questions. I have questions. If he finds out, I would like to not be in trouble. He's your husband. He's not going to hopefully get you in trouble. Tell him we sent you. And it's not fun. You don't even get a pass when sick. Yeah, well, go lay down. See, this is what happens if you try to clean while sick. The floor conjoins with you. Traps you. You don't have to call him after the stream, honey. I don't want you to be stuck in the floor. Go call for help and then come back. And tell him we said not to get you in trouble or my mods are going to kick him out. You're laying on the floor. I mean, you do you. Whatever you want to do. Whatever floats your boat. I don't know what Resul Kurt just said, but hopefully it's not inappropriate. You see a man on your television attempting to eat 50 McDonald's hamburgers. Yeah, that's probably not good. Although I never watched Super Size Me because I think it would gross me out. I'm dating myself here with my references. Your leg is now on the floor. See, you need help. You need to get out of the floor. Should I keep going over here? Let me put these back. I didn't get rid of any from that section, which I kind of figured because I look at this section a lot. I gotta keep going, I think. The other half, which you guys can't see anyway, but the other half is under you guys right now. It's under my laptop. All right, let's take a look at this. Okay. Love my vibe. Thank you. You have been chosen. Plant. Go to the floor. In that eye. What if you just go in the floor? Oh, Mike to the rescue. He's a woodworker. He will get you out of the floor. What is the floor made of, though? That's why he's asking. All right. This has one of the most interesting titles I've ever seen. A short history of tractors in Ukrainian. I got this before the Ukraine war was happening. It's fiction, so it's not actually a short history of tractors. But that was so funny of a title that I grabbed it, and it is supposed to be a funny book. So I'm holding on to that. I haven't read it yet. This is Tale of Despero. Being the story of a mouse, a princess, some soup, and a spool of thread. Sorry. I don't know if there was supposed to be another cover on it, but it's like a young adult classic, or maybe even younger than that, so I'm gonna read it. This book is called The Thin Man. It's by the guy who wrote The Maltese Falcon, which is not an actual type of falcon. It's a detective story that's very, very famous, but it was very hokey. So I wanted to try something else by him to see if it was just as hokey. No, I'm not getting rid of The Maltese Falcon for many reasons. But do I really want to read another novel by him when it's probably going to be similar? I mean, he was a different genre of, like, mystery detective. A glamorous couple who solves homicides between wisecracks and martinis. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. For now, at least. For now. You don't know, you don't remember it. Lie flat on your back. Then you can bend at the hip and lift your leg out. He's up. Bye-bye, I'm in trouble. He was a la Orient Express era stuff. Yeah, it was a little more like gangstery than like Agatha Christie, but yeah. Water for Elephants, it's a circus story, and the elephant has the best ending I've ever read, but the book was meh. Like, the human characters were meh for me. I really loved it, though. I'm not ready to part with it yet. This is Roald Dahl, The Witches. I kind of collect whatever Roald Dahl writes. He wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I have not liked everything I read by him, but I haven't read that one yet, so we'll see. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. It is relevant in ways that I did not even expect. This is a classic, and I'm glad I read it. I can go more into that if you want me to at another point. Life of Pi, Jan Martel. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. This isn't. This is by the author of The Life of Pi, but this is the actual title, Beatrice and Virgil. Those are two inspirations and both hosts of Dante in Dante's Divine Comedy. So an author that I liked, and a connection to Dante. So yes, please. And then Boom by Mark Haddon, I just read last year. I marked it all up so I wouldn't have to write in it. I don't know why I did that, actually. There were so many cute moments, and Mark Haddon wrote, I think I'm going to get to it, Curious Incident of a Dog in the Nighttime. One of my favorite books of all time. I kind of don't need this one anymore. Like, I already read it, but it's kind of like author collection. I don't know. Strange fact, in the 1990s, my friend Dallas from high school joined a circus, and he was the man unalived by the rampaging elephant that broke loose in Hawaii. Spoiler alert, but have you read Water for Elephants? I didn't know I had that. Surprising. Oh, Art of War? You've read Art of War. And the Book of Five Rings. Haven't read the Book of Five Rings. Should I? Is it relevant to, like, I don't know, stuff? It's just, I'll see if I can come up with a quote that's like, yeah, it's about battle tactics, or strategy, or whichever word is right, but it's like relevant to life. It is said that one may know how to win, but cannot necessarily do so. That was also a famous, like, Star Trek quote. Hold on, I starred this one, but I'm not sure why. It's just, okay, so I have little bookmarks in here. The book actually doesn't start until here. And then there's like a index and stuff. Do not demand accomplishment of those who have no talent. That's kind of harsh, but true, I guess. Yeah, just little tidbits that it makes it more philosophy than just battle strategy, battle tactics. What's the right word for that? It's also my first orange one. So A goes in the front of each color. You have not, but it might be about him. You wouldn't be surprised. Where did you say it was? In Hawaii. It wasn't based in Hawaii because they were on a train, like, going around to different places. Chicago is on the back. Yeah, give it a try. Give it a try. It's not exactly like that. It's more, oh, I don't want to spoil it, but you kind of know the ending. Accidentally. Hold on, I'm stabbing myself with my fingernail, so I have to move it down. Okay. Only if you plan on sword battles, actually. Have I ever shown you guys this? I have a Japanese katana. I keep it next to my bed in case of intruders. Because you can't accidentally, like, you can't really accidentally kill somebody with a sword, you know? Yeah, it's heavy, and it's not polished or, like, kept. I was told that this was actually, like, a war relic, but I can't verify that. It's not completely shiny either. It's got a sharpened point, but the edge needs to be sharpened. I've wanted a whetstone for it for a while, actually. Jewels? Okay, so is it more like... Well, that author... That sounds like a Japanese author, so... Is it that kind of swordplay, or is it like fencing? Because I don't care about fencing so much. And thanks, Cujo says nice. Hi, Tyler. Ooh, my phone just vibrated really hard, and I don't know why. His name was Dallas Beckwith. I say the elephant unalived him, but not directly. I don't want to say. I want to tell you. Gosh. I want to tell you, but I don't want to like say it in case other people haven't read it. Maybe it's from World War II. I think that's what he told me, but I didn't want to quote that in case I misremembered. I'm doing good, Tyler. How are you? I don't know. I've always meant to like find out more about it, but because the handle's really cool. I found one that was too expensive for me at the time, but it had like snakes all ornamented all around. That was really cool too. So yeah, I like swords a little bit. I like those kinds of swords. The elephant tyke picked him up and... Oh my god. Oh, this might be inspired by that story, except in the book it was justified. I'll say that. You collect those, Cujo? Cool. Matthew, I believe, right? Thank you for putting it like that too. Stamped his own time clock. Yes, I know what you mean. All right, let me grab a few more, and then I'll start putting them back in. Clockwork Orange. Oh boy. This is like it's like it's written in another language. There's a whole bunch of made-up words. This is very famous for being a very adult movie and very disturbing of a story. I honestly don't even remember a whole lot about it because it was so hard to understand. Because it's like a lot of slang that is only in this book that you have to kind of get used to. But I felt such a sense of accomplishment reading it that I'll never get rid of it. David Mitchell's Cloud Atlas. I read a couple of books by David Mitchell. He does this thing where he like basically has like 6 short stories, but they come together in the very, very end. But that means you kind of have to pay attention to them all, which can like detailed attention, which can be kind of annoying if you're trying to like learn who's who and then it switches. But again, I loved what I've read by him, and I think this is another one that I wanted to read. The one I read was called The Bone Clocks. I think it's somewhere else. The Egypt Game. This is a young adult, like fun Egypt themed book, and I can't wait to read it. Okay, this author, Michael Chabon. He's done some movies, like some really famous movies that I can't think of. Maybe somebody knows. And I've been meaning to read him, but do I really need both? I don't know. This is a parrot on it, and this is elephants. I'll see what they say on the back in a second. The bigger tragedy was Tyke. Yeah, the elephant. He had no choice. Ooh, 90 rounds. Really changed how we looked at the humane treatment of circus animals. I would be very, very surprised if that wasn't what this book was fictionalizing. Let me see if Tyke is mentioned in here, honestly. Because that sounds familiar. And that would be a dead giveaway. Although she says she's never been to a circus before she wrote this. That's an... Oh. The elephant's name was Rosie in here, and the interviewer says Rosie was based on a real elephant. And she says several elephants, yes. But they don't mention... I mean, it's possible I just heard of Tyke because I'm a huge animal nerd, but I have other things by this author too that I wanted to try. But I mean, it sounds like she's done some research. Yeah, I would be very surprised if this wasn't based on that. Oh, wait a minute. It's an elephant named Topsy. It said it's based on multiple elephants. An elephant named Old Mom. Maybe this isn't as rare of a story as I thought. She doesn't mention a tyke here, but I'd be very surprised. I mean, unless it's a common occurrence. Like, yeah. Hi, Mikhail. How did Kiki get stuck in the floor? So I think she just wanted to clean and ended up conjoined with the floor. And that works if you have been in the chat. Yeah, I don't think it was done on purpose. And we told her that you wouldn't get her in trouble for it. It all happened in 1994. Oh, print date. Let me see. That's a good question too. Hold on a second. She has acknowledgements in the... that doesn't mention an elephant. 2006. So that fits. Yeah, water for elephants. Fun. I think that's, I mean, not for anyone involved in that real life story, but it's interesting that like somebody knows a guy, you know. I don't know. Okay, so that's the end of the red ones, and then I've got the orange ones. Let's keep going because I feel like it. Why not? Let me catch up in the chat. She was sent to bed. She's in trouble for cleaning while sick. No, she didn't even want to get rescued from the floor because she was worried about getting in trouble. Don't get her in trouble. You're gonna fix up the floor? Okay. Mike might be able to help if it's made of wood. I don't remember why I have this. Half of a yellow sun. It's fiction. It's based in Africa, in Nigeria specifically. I think this is an author, Adichie. Is he the one that wrote? No, that was somebody else. I think this is just one that was very popular as a voice of a Black author. Oh, I read something else by her and I didn't like it. Interesting. A gorgeous, pitiless account of love, violence, and betrayal. I meet so many people from Nigeria. I'm gonna hold on to it because I want to understand. Oh, I never addressed the Michael Chabon ones. All right. The final solution with the parrot on it. To encounter a solitary German boy on the South Downs in July 1944, Here was a puzzle. How did you get here? The old man said. Where are you going? Where in heaven's name did you get that parrot? Gave it a... All right, and here's the elephant one. I don't even know what these words are. They're an odd pair to be sure. Pale, rail-thin, black-clad Zelikman, a moody, itinerant physician fond of jaunty headgear, an ex-soldier Amram, a gray-haired giant of a man as quick with a razor-tongued witticism as with a sharpened battle-axe. What does that mean? What are those people? Zelikman? Amram? Huh? I know there's a reason that I... Oh, this has like a stain across it. It's probably coffee, but you know what? I'm fine if I don't read that one, and if it's common, then I can get another one. Fine, bye-bye. I need to get new flooring. Good luck, Mikhail. Oh, jeez. Any advice? I don't want to get my work stolen or steal from other writers, you mean? Just a beginner in writing. I'm not a writer. I mean, hook people in the first paragraph, and then you can kind of explain things more, but get them hooked so that they continue reading your book. And a lot of times it's more about the characters than what's happening. So if your characters are, you know, really annoying or like one-dimensional, people aren't going to care as much as if they're like more developed. Keepers. I think I lost the context of what you were talking about, Mike. If you were commenting on something I said. Write and save everything offline. That's another good piece of advice there. Jaunty Headgear sounds like it could be the name of a viking. I'm copying that. Thank you, Matthew. Good advice, a hook in the beginning. Yeah. I mean, I open books and read the very first sentence just to see how it holds up to other first sentences. That's not what everybody does, but like, if you want to read the second sentence, you're off to a good start. Oh my gosh, these quotes are fantastic. Okay, The Hunger Pains. This is another National Harvard Lampoon, sorry. It's another parody. I should read this year. See, I like these because they're short and they're funny. But I don't grab them. Alice Walker's Love and Trouble. I read this last year because I wanted to include Black voices, and I liked it for the last few stories especially. They blew me away, but am I going to read this again? Probably not. I should make sure I think I did put quotes from it in my Goodreads actually, because I underline stuff a lot, and then I don't just want to get rid of the book without like the quotes that I really liked. So I try to put those in Goodreads. I might, but this is another where it's like author collection. I'm not gonna read it again. Alice Walker wrote Color Purple, and I kind of want everything that she wrote, but you know what? Somebody else is gonna really like that. This one's called In This Sign. I have it because the author wrote something else I liked. Oh, it's a person who's deaf. All right, I'm still interested. This one, A Long Walk to Water, I think, yeah, based on a true story. Naya goes to the pond to fetch water for her family. She walks 8 hours every day to get water. This is in Africa, in Sudan. Yeah, this sounds fascinating. This I got a recommendation for in another book. Do I have a P.O. box? No. I don't have a, like, reason to yet. Although somebody offered to make me something in another stream. But I don't think I need it so much yet. Eventually. You're writing mine. You started yours with a quote that hooks attention. Senate colleagues, I have no problem with using genetic manipulation to treat disease. My problem is who defines disease. That's awesome. That sounds like something you need to research like a whole lot to get that kind of book going. Where is my... All right. I'm putting the purple lipstick on because I've been talking a lot and I don't know where my lipstick went. Now I'm purple. That sounds like something from a Dan Brown book, honestly. All right, and then this guy has a weird name, Philip K. Dick, The Man in the High Castle. I've been told I have to read this guy to kind of have like a well-rounded reading experience. He has a very weird style from what I hear. I don't know if anybody's ever read him. I have another one called Ubik that eventually I'll look at and see if I want. This one already looks interesting though. It's America in 1962. Slavery is legal once again. The few Jews who still survive hide under assumed names. The I Ching is as common as the Yellow Pages. I kind of love that premise of like what would have happened if. I don't think I've read very much of it, to be honest, but I'm fascinated by that concept. I think I got things out of alphabetical order. Haven't read, but you love the Blade Runner movie. Was that based on a book? Was that the, like, vampire thing? Oh, or are you talking about a Philip K. Dick series? Do androids dream of electric sheep? I think... I don't have that one, but I think I was looking for it. It's a sci-fi thriller where genetically enhanced people are at odds with genetic purists, humanists, gene splicing with animals, DNA enhancement, etc. Okay, Cujo, I see what you're saying now. I looked it up and I saw that this was based on Blade Runner. I'm gonna look at that in a second. Let me go back to Mike's situation. Yeah, I would definitely read that book. It kind of sounds a bit Michael Crichton-y too, if that makes any sense. Maybe I'm thinking of Jurassic Park too much. But the like genetic experimentation situation. Let me look at the do androids dream of electric sheep is listed as the first in the Blade Runner series by Philip K. Dick. How is it? Oh, you said you haven't read it though. I want to know what his style is like if I'm gonna just want to give up. This is another what if. Whoa, I want to read this. Wait, do I have one of the Blade Runner ones then and I don't know it? How many are there? Wait a minute. Is there just 2? No. 3, 4. Okay, I don't have any of those. I gotta go watch this then. I gotta go watch it. What's my phone on? 36%. Not good. Where's my wire? I'm not ready to be done yet. This always happens, as you know. As you well know. High Castle mini-series. Hold on a second. Is or was on Amazon Video. So that's this one. But I think the series got canceled. Interesting concept. What happens if Germany won World War II? Okay. That explains everything that's on the back of it here. See, I mean, I love reading about World War II. So, like, but World War II hypothetical is just, I think it's really interesting. I don't know. I think I got these out of order. Let me see. Yeah, this one just goes before this one. And once again, I didn't get rid of anything in that chunk of books. No, I got rid of In Love and Trouble. And the Michael Chabon one. Okay. What did Michael Chabon do? I'm probably saying his name wrong. But I know he did some movies. Or is there another Chabon? You know, I like to... what am I saying? You know I like to mix up people. Oh, he helped with Star Trek Picard. Oh. Oh, no, that's Michael Crichton. That is not Michael Chabon. How does Michael... Chabon? Not Chabon. Chabon? Why is it CH then? Chabon wrote Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man... What did I say? Spider-Man 2. Oh, I didn't realize that. Why doesn't it come up, like, immediately? Mike's talking about his book again. I think it surrounds the protagonist S2. Gotcha. I was just going to say that sounds like an R2-D2 kind of thing, where S2, his designation was S2, who champions the enhanced to stop persecution and oppression. That could be very philosophical if you choose to go in that direction. Cujo, can I make you... Oh, you already mod. I was going to make you mod again. There was somebody who's always here that I hadn't made mod yet that I was going to make a mod, but I don't remember now who it is. Anyway. Maybe it was Az? I don't know if Az is still here. There was somebody else too. All right, hold on. I'm looking at the channel situation, if I can get to it. I think I got a couple more subscribers here. It's just not letting me do enough. Okay, so you guys know who that one was. I've got a tiny little bit of room now, but we can keep going. Where's my... I have nail polishes that are the same colors, or like at least the rainbowy colors in front of it, so I need to take some down and put some up. A little room, very little room, but it's something. Right. This is a sewing kit. It doesn't count. And I don't have to have it on the shelf. I just put it there for whatever. Oh no! Here's another one. Star Wars. National Lampoon. Why do I say National Lampoon? What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of that movie. It's like National Lampoon Christmas Vacation or something. What am I thinking of? Harvard Lampoon is what? May the farce be with you. It reminds me of oh, what's the movie? The famous movie, Spaceballs. This doesn't say it's Harvard Lampoon. Yes, okay, Cujo knows what I'm talking about. Thank goodness somebody does. This belonged to a family member, and I think, actually my grandmother read it twice. And she wrote good on it. I think it's a second book. It's probably a Christian-based thing, but if it's not preachy, that's fine. I'd just like to know something my grandmother read, you know? Like, I think that's kind of cool. National Lampoon makes parody movies. Okay, thank you. So Harvard Lampoon was the books. I don't think it was Star Wars here looking at it, but the other ones that I mentioned. Thank you. Okay. The Other Boleyn Girl, Philippa Gregory. This is a famous, like, historical situation. Wait a minute. Okay, she's sister. Mary Boleyn is sister of Anne Boleyn, who married Henry VIII. I think this is in a series, but I think it's later in the series. Of a series that I don't think I'm ever going to get through. It's fictionalized. I think it's called The White Queen. And I think I did a react video to the Falconry that was in it. Let me look up the author. If it's like book 9 or something in a series, then I'm just not gonna. Why didn't that come up? What did I spell wrong? 2-piece. About Mary Boleyn, yes. What the heck? Really? I gotta type that all out? Yes, Mike. But I think it's fictionalized, so I'm like, yeah, actually it's exactly number 9. So I wanted to read the ones that corresponded to the White Princess, and I was just, or was it the White Queen? I think they made series of both, called both. This is a chonker, and it's book 9. Like, by the time I would even get to book 9 would be a while, and time is ticking. I think it's a fascinating, yeah, the 1500s and stuff, or the dates that they're mentioning in here. I don't know that this is going to be, I want to get the first, like, 3. Sounds like reading the Tudors. Yeah. That's the other one that, it wasn't based on, I mean, it's historical figures, but, yeah. Why won't this load? Come on, Goodreads. Behave yourself. Yeah, there's one called The White Queen, The Red Queen, The White Princess. Okay. I'm gonna pass on this. I've only given up 4 books, and it's been an hour and a half. But that is gonna leave a big chunk of space there, so that's a good thing. I liked the Tudors. I got some of the nonfiction books after watching that. I kind of, yeah, but it was, talk about adult. Ready Player One. I now have Ready Player Two, and I think it's a series. So I'll have to decide if I want to keep it here with my standalones, or if I want to like just separately keep those. Because that one is, this was one of the ones I found for free. Standard disclaimer, sorry it's backwards, but okay. So 5,000 titles officially makes you a library, just so I know. I thought it was 1,000. I thought I'd already passed it. Yeah, I thought it was 1,000. It's 5,000 now. That's a lot. That's more than double what I've got. I want to be a library. This is called Shine. There was a movie about a actual piano player that was very tragic. But the piece of music I mentioned earlier, the Rachmaninoff Piano Concerto No. 3, I believe he kind of went crazy trying to learn to play it. This might kind of be weird, but that's okay. Slumdog Millionaire, haven't read it. It was a very popular movie for a bit, and then the Star Wars one. All right, so I got rid of that big one. The internet consensus is 1K. State of Texas says 5K. Of course it does. Of course it does. That's so funny to me. Texas is like, we do what we want. We do what we want. Don't tell us how to be a library. Don't tell us. I have 3 books down here that I'm never getting rid of. One of them I already mentioned, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. The child narrator is, I believe, autistic. It seems autism to me, but I don't know if they ever directly say. It's amazing. And it's about him solving a murder mystery of a child's whatever. Oh, The Martian by Andy Weir is also under there. That one is such a fun time. The Martian might win a contest for how many F words, though. Like, literally the first sentence is, like, the F word. So, be warned for The Martian, but it was such a quick read. Everything's bigger in Texas, including having huge libraries with few people visiting them. If you catch what I'm throwing at you. Yeah, I gotcha. I don't know if many people are... Oh, there's 4 people here right now. I love talking about this book. It's called LMNOP. So the premise is there's an island with a sentence on a sign that has every letter of the alphabet. And when a letter falls off, the people on the island are not allowed to use it anymore. And this is a series of letters written back and forth, not alphabet letters. Oh, Rusty just started his stream and I kind of wanted to go again. Oh well, I'm just going to keep going at least for this this chunk. But as the letters fall off of the sign, they're not allowed to use it. And these 2 people are writing back and forth, but they're not allowed to use those letters. So we as the reader are trying to keep track of what's going on, but also which letters they're not allowed to use. Like a Tarantino movie, every other line is M or F. Yeah. The Martian is just F-bomb after F-bomb, but it's so fun. The movie was really good too. But this book, LMNOP, it drove me crazy because by the end, like, most of the letters have fallen off of the sign. And I'm like, wait, I forget which letters they're not allowed to use, but like everything is spelled wrong because they're not allowed to use those letters. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. Ugh. I don't know if I can get them back in here. All right, well, these are not going to be alphabetized for a little minute, but okay, getting back to In Row. But I love that book so much. I like those concepts. This book, they gave this to us my first day of college, and I've carried it around with me. It's literally, it's ironically called The Things They've Carried, or The Thing They Carried, The Things They Carried. Sorry, I'm trying to like read it. Maybe I should stop soon. I've had it with me since then, and I haven't read it. It was like 1999, and I haven't read it yet. I can't get rid of it until I read it. I think it's like a war book. What did Mike say? The television changed to a video, 25 dark and controversial books. What? Write them down. Write them down. Or type them in the chat. I want to see how many I've read. I've probably read a bunch of them. Oh, Turtles All the Way Down. Obviously it has the turtles in the title. John Green wrote a famous young adult novel. I can't remember. Salmon Rushdie, The Satanic Verses is right here. Oh, is this going to be fun? All right, I'm going to stop after I do this little cubby. I haven't read that, but oh, this is a signed copy. This is the signature. That's helpful. I forget why I wanted to read more of this author. I think he was just... Oh, The Fault in Our Stars is what he wrote. And I liked it. But I don't know what this is about even. I've just heard of it. I don't know that I need this one. Oh, and Looking for Alaska was another one. It's kind of young adult-y. No, it's considered young adult. I think I can let this book go. Immanuel Kant, The Critique of Pure Reason. Have not read that, do not have it. We Have Always Lived in a Castle. I read this first last year. I love this book, and I am not ever giving it away. These are way not alphabetized anymore. I think I have the end of the alphabet here. White Teeth by Zadie Smith. I've heard great things. I don't remember what it was about, but I need to read it. I can't let it go yet. This was recommended by that same podcaster I mentioned, The Alligators of Abraham. It's it's a fever dream. It's right on the back, but I'm curious. And I found it for free, so I took it. Written 1781. Wow. Yeah, they were debating the same stuff that we're doing now. Wonder if Voltaire is on that list. Probably. Yeah, he's pretty grim. I read Candide, but that's all I read by him. This is Virginia Woolf, who's a classic author. Oh, I just broke it. Did you hear that? Oh no. The spine just snapped. I've been carrying this around forever. I can't read it if it's going to break every time I open it. It's Virginia Woolf. The author's last novel. I'm holding on to it. It proposes that we cannot prove anything beyond our experience, like the spirit realm, deities, etc. Yeah, but they're starting to study it. I think it's only a matter of time. Fahrenheit 451, classic, not going anywhere. I think this is another one that I think my grandmother read or my aunt read that I just decided to keep. Yeah, one of them read it in 2019. The bones of the prophet once raised the dead to life, but they vanished from history in a whisper. Now Jack Hawthorne, part-time skeptic and full-time professor of archaeology, is enlisted to sift them from the sands of time. It's probably going to be hokey, but I'm curious. I'm not doing a great job. Is this the yellows already? Yeah, this is the yellows. So wait, what was first in the yellows? Oh, they're under this one. Derp, derp, derp. All right, after this one, I think I'm going to try to go, or Vonnegut's probably on there too. Another Alice Walker that I haven't read, not going anywhere. I don't have to talk about it too much more. Blood Meridian, another one by Cormac McCarthy, not going anywhere yet. And another Margaret Atwood who wrote The Handmaid's Tale. I do want to read everything she's written, honestly. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of grim, but I don't know. I wonder if Handmaid's Tale is on it, actually, on that list. I really want to know. I must be getting to it slowly. Mike, are you gonna go to the whatever that syndicate channel is called that Rusty has? Are you gonna go to that live stream? Because I can type to you what the elephant thing was, if you want me to spoil the book. Let's see your Goosebumps collection. You know, I never read those much. We had some, and I think they're still at my mom's house somewhere. I have the Choose Your Own Adventure books too. I think I preferred those over the Goosebumps ones. I had the Scary Stories We Tell in the Dark, if you remember that one. Oh, what was number 3 though, Mike? 4 is Machiavelli the Prince. That one's over there. I have that one as well. All right, so B, another B, B, Y, E, and F. Oh yeah, I got rid of that, didn't I? Okay. Oh no! Oh, bend over in front of the internet. Whoops. Whoops! No, these are yellow, so they don't go there. Starboars, the things they carried. We have always lived in a castle. White teeth. And then these two. I'm just gonna keep that. Wow. Oh, I don't actually have that space, but this is some pretty good space, and there's a little here. Let's put. So I got this at one of the. Oh, it smells so good because it's such an old book. I don't know if I'll ever read this, but it's called The Elephant Walk. Apparently I have a thing for elephants. But this is a yellow book, so it would go... Yay! We have room for it now! Woohoo! I shelved one book. There's a lot of others, but like this is a tall one. It's probably going to go up here. I shelved by the spine. So that's what color I shelved by. 3 was mine. Oh, got you. It censored it. Oh, wow. That's ambitious, YouTube. That's, should I even say it? The German guy that nobody likes. Hopefully nobody likes his book, in case somebody's not sure what we're talking about. I don't know. Mike, are you going to that other stream? Elephants are awesome parents. Yeah, I have heard that. I would love to work with elephants, even for like a day. I don't know. Harriet Beecher Stowe, Uncle Tom's Cabin. I don't think I have it, but I think I have in the past. It's not... I was gonna say it's not great by like today's standards, but I forget why. Thomas Paine, The Rights of Man. I've heard of it, but I have no idea what that one is. The Painter Kid? Did I miss something? Explain. Thomas Paine, The Rights of Man. Let me... Uncle Tom's Cabin controversy. It's controversial for its powerful anti-slavery message, which fueled the abolitionist movement, but also relied on racial stereotypes for its white audience. Gotcha. So Uncle Tom is actually a phrase that was derogatory, but I think for historical reasons, it's kind of important. The Talmud, I forget. You're running through quick. On the other live stream, you mean? Oh, you're right. He was Austrian, wasn't he? Wait. He was Austrian. You're right. You're right. But he was... Then he moved to Germany. Google says it right. But you are absolutely right. L. Ron Hubbard, Dianetics, the Scientology Bible. Yeah, that's something I'm never reading. I see it for free a lot, but I'm never reading that. It's a thick book too. Catcher in the Rye is probably on that list. That's probably true. See, I love talking with you guys. Like you're it's so interesting. It's so interesting. Hubbard was so creepy. I don't know anything about him like as a person, but it's funny when JD Vance became vice president, I was mixing him up with L. Ron Hubbard because JD Vance did write a book that now I probably will never read, but I was like, wait, is that the Scientology guy? Luckily it wasn't, but he's not great anyway, so I don't know. I don't want to say luckily for anything with him, but I just, because of the initials, I kept like mixing them up in my brain. Anthony Burgess, A Clockwork Orange. I just had it in my hands and I have read it. Yay. I'm mad that I didn't underline anything. It probably because it took so much brain power to freaking figure it out. Ugh. The quote on the back says, I do not know of any other writer who has done as much with language as Mr. Burgess has done here. The fact that this is also a very funny book may pass unnoticed. Yeah, it's a lot. Oh, gosh. I don't think I'm ever reading it again, but like I said, it was an accomplishment, so. John Steinbeck of Mice and Men. Have read that. And it's in the other room. It is in the other room. I think I'm going to get rid of a book that has I can't even show it because of the title. I showed it. I read it. It's in my 58 book wrap up tier ranking thing. Toni Morrison Beloved. That broke my brain. Like, in a good way. Oh my gosh. That is an amazing book. An amazing book. Toni Morrison, I'm never gonna get rid of that. Like anything by her. Fight Club. I also just had that in my hands. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, Beloved. It's got to be after slavery ended in the U.S. No. I'm trying to remember the plot and why. I think I'm mixing up the plot with another one of her books that I loved. Toni Morrison's brilliant. Fahrenheit 451. I just had that one too in my hands. I didn't even talk about it long. Where is it? It's under F. Wait, where is it? Where is it red? I think it's red. I think it's under you guys. Joseph Heller, Catch 22. I've read that as well. Oh no, I'm being attacked. These are not like in alphabetical because I haven't gone through them yet. Catch 22 is a really hard one too. The language is very strange and the plot is very strange. You kind of just have Dante's Divine Comedy. I like worship, not literally worship, but like I'm obsessed with that whole situation. So I've read, I read Mice and Men in grade school for English class. A lot of people did, but I didn't. I read it later and I was worried I wouldn't get into it. It's very sad, as you know, but I did like Steinbeck's writing. It drew me in even though I didn't expect it to, kind of thing. So I read none of the top 7. I read Clockwork Orange, Of Mice and Men, Beloved, not Fight Club yet, Fahrenheit 451, Catch 22, Dante's Divine Comedy. Haven't read any Goethe? I never know how to say his name. Richard Wright, Native Son, I have read. We read that in school. So 7 of them out of the 17 so far. I have something by Goethe. I always want to put an R in it. Goethe? I need to learn how to say that intelligently. But I haven't read anything. He's pretty bleak from what I understand. Ralph Ellison, Invisible Man. Did I read that I read H.G. Wells' Invisible Man, I believe. Yeah, I have the Ralph Ellison one and it sounds really fascinating. Because things keep happening over and over to him or something. But I've read the H.G. Wells one. So 7 out of 18. Let's at least get to the end of this list and then I think I might sign off. Ugh. Kurt Vonnegut, Slaughterhouse-Five. Yep, so that's 8 that I've read. That is not my favorite Kurt Vonnegut. It's a war novel. And I think that's just not always my experience. Like, I mean, I'm not a veteran, but like, I enjoy reading from different perspectives, but it can get so, I don't know, crude sometimes that it kind of starts to bother me. Orwell, 1984. I definitely read that one. Is that up here? It might be on screen or it might be in the other room because it might be black and white spine. So that's 9. Justine, I've never even heard of that. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 1984 is worth a read. I bet you Brave New World's going to be on here. That it's like kind of thrown around synonymously with 1984. Let's see with... Oh, Justine is erotica. Interesting. Justine, Philosophy in the Bedroom and Other Writings. See, the smut I read is like trashy smut. It's not like philosophical smut. Henry Miller, Tropic of Cancer? Henry Miller wrote Death of a Salesman, which I've read, but I have not read Tropic of Cancer. I don't even know what that's about. A philosophy... Okay, I'm looking at a... Is it a novella? I don't know if I'd ever read this. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion. I don't know that one either. I don't know that one. Henry Miller was the Death of a Salesman guy, right? Am I mixing him up too? Am I mixing him up? Wait, somebody set me straight on that. What am I thinking of? It's not even listed here. Hold on. Doesn't Darwin have a banned book too? I think Origin of the Species was banned at first. Kathleen Windsor Forever Amber? I have no idea what that is. Ha! Death of a Salesman is Arthur Miller. This is Henry Miller. I was wrong. Forever Amber? What is that? Yeah, I was wrong. I do that sometimes. The Bible. Wow. I would agree with that. Dark? Yes. Wait, what was it supposed to be? Dark? Didn't it say fiction? Dark and controversial books. I definitely say the Bible fits that. It is bleak. It is bleak. I cannot get out of the Old Testament. I've been reading it for years. Yeah, dark and controversial books. Wow, Brave New World didn't end up on there. Brave New World's similar in some ways to 1984. It's like a dystopian where people are organized. Anywho, that was fun. That was a fun list. Maybe I'll put that as part of the title if I remember to update it. I've been bad about, yeah, I would have thought Animal Farm. Good point. Yeah, I guess because they already had an Orwell. I mean, Animal Farm reads very lightly, but it obviously stands for so much more. But yeah, Animal Farm, Brave New World. Machiavelli wasn't on there either. Isn't he kind of bleak? Dark and controversial books. Interesting. I don't know what the Elders of Zion one is either. Hi, Real Me. Yes, it is a lot of books. I just went through a bunch of them and I got rid of 5. But I'm keeping a lot more. Oh, The Prince was on there? Oh, I missed it then. I'm sorry. Elders of Zion. I need to read that because it's pretty short and it keeps coming up in my life. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sure I saw it at some point. 4. Yeah, you're right. Number 4, Machiavelli, The Prince. I have not read them all, but I have read almost 950 of them. My Goodreads count is I've read 945 so far. I'd love to get it to 1,000 like this year. I don't think I'm going to though. Although if I keep cranking out the audiobooks, I might. Because I've finished 3 audiobooks already this year. And then let me show you what I'm reading right now. I'm almost through this one that I just picked up randomly for free. Turns out it is a Christian leading book because they started talking about the Lord this and the Lord will this, but some of it's actually very. Oh, hello. Did I leave? It just says you're live again, and it says I've only been streaming for 7 minutes. Liar! This has been more than 7 minutes. Okay, I'm back. But it's a mystery and it's a romance, unexpectedly. I took it because it's based in Puget Sound, which is where there's a lot of orcas, but the orcas have not made an appearance so far. It's fun. I can turn my brain off. I don't know that I'd read more by this author. Like, I'm not opposed to it, but see how it ends though. That's the physical book that I'm reading right now. I kept trying to read more of it, and I just would do other things. I don't know. It was weird. What kind of books are they? These are all fiction back here. There's some true crime over here. But I have all kinds. All kinds. Want to go see Rusty? Yeah, let's go do that. I don't know if Cujo's still here, but there's a channel, because I know you're an adult, or you've said you're an adult. Off Track Syndicate. Hold on, it'll tell me in mine. Off Track Syndicate, yeah. So Cujo, if you wanted to join us, there's just it's very adult, but it's a really random Hawkins book. What's the first name of the Hawkins person that you're talking about? Yeah, Off Track Syndicate is the name of the live I'm about to go catch and just comment on. So Cujo, you're welcome to join us. Real me, I don't know what age you are, but of course you're welcome to join us as well. And let me just see what Real Me was talking about. I have to read Shoulders of Giants this year. Hold you to that. I will remember. Probably not. Oh, Cujo's gonna go make dinner. Oh, Stephen Hawkins. Hawking? Stephen Hawking? That one? Wait. Hold on. Shoulders of Giants. This might take me a couple minutes, Mike. Oh, the great works of physics and astronomy. Oh, Stephen Hawking. Yeah. That's why you guys said the thing. Yes. I think. What am I thinking of? Yeah, Brief History of Time. I have one then. I have one. There you go. A Brief History of the Universe. There's a Brief History of Time. I have one called The Brief History of Time. I do want to read that, but it's not on the bed pile. That's going to be next. Awesome. All right. Well, hopefully I will see you guys. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't read it, but I have one. I have like a little science section, lots of animals, biology, etc. Those are downstairs. I have a live where I did a bookshelf tour. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes over there. And what was I saying? Oh, I have a live where I went through my entire set of bookshelves throughout the house, and yeah, you'll see all the nonfiction sections down there if you want to check it out. But I'm gonna go for now, and I stream Sundays, so hopefully I will see you guys next Sunday. Sometimes I pop on in between that, so because it's always fun to do this. So thanks for joining our little reading report. It was more about unhauling books than anything else today. I'm just calling it that anyway. And we'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for coming. Bye.